to turn your reputation around, Transformation at Work, featuring Saba software. We are so excited that you could join us today, and on the next slide, I'll give you a couple webinar tips. If you have any questions throughout this session, feel free to put them in the Q&A pane. Also, all lines will be muted just to avoid a little bit of background noise. So make sure you really utilize that Q&A pane, and we will get to those as soon as we can at the end of the session. Our featured speakers today are Kelly McGuire-Payne, the Director of Client Success from Glassdoor, and Sue Anguiano, the Senior Director of Global Talent Acquisition at Saba Software. I'm going to pass things on to Kelly to go ahead and get started and talk about how your reputation matters.
Hi, everybody, and like Shay said, thank you very much for joining today's webinar. So I'm just going to talk briefly here before handing it over to Sue, really just about the job seeker behavior that we see on Glassdoor and why that ties into employer brand and reputation. The graph that you're, the statistic that you're seeing in front of you is pretty jarring. Almost 70%, 3/4 of our consumer population in America would turn down a job offer, even if they were unemployed, if the organization had a bad reputation. And what that means is that, where the individual, the consumer works matters to them, and therefore the reputation of your current employer brand should matter to you. So moving right along, just on the topic of reputation matters, 85% or 84% would even jump at a job offer for a minimal raise to work for a company with a great reputation. And again, that really does state that from an employer perspective, your employer brand, your reputation is very important. And one of the things that is a key piece to that puzzle is Glassdoor, because all of the consumers, lots of consumers in this day and age are using Glassdoor's platform to not only just stumble upon the job, but then do the research about the organization and find out what that reputation is for that employer before making that decision to apply and therefore potentially be hired at your organization. Next slide. And to really reiterate this, our employer profile is a platform for you as an organization to discuss your reputation, your brand, your corporate culture. And to join in on the conversation now is more important than it ever has been because of platforms like Glassdoor. The consumers, the job seekers, current and past employees of your organization are going to be writing the story, regardless if you're giving your part of the story. So again, really important to utilize platforms like Glassdoor to tell that part of your story and get your reputation out there the way that you want to also, tell that to a consumer. Next slide. So again, just some really important statistics that I think everybody on the line should be really interested about. Well over half of job candidates read online reviews before forming an opinion about a company. This is the same about a job seeker, a consumer looking at Yelp before they make a restaurant decision, looking at Expedia or TripAdvisor before they book a hotel room. And that behavior, that consumer behavior, has really transformed into the way that consumers, job seekers, do their research and do their recruiting investigation before making that decision to apply. More than 3/4 of the U.S. population of job seekers are more likely to visit a company's career site after they view its profile and read the employer reviews on platforms like Glassdoor. So getting that positive reputation, that telling your story, your culture on Glassdoor's platform is a really important piece of that puzzle because consumer behavior is trending to default to go to Glassdoor, find out the information, read the good, the bad, and the ugly, and then go, okay, that's a good company to work for. My reputation, the reputation at that organization is strong, and I've made that educated decision to apply. And finally, the statistic there is just saying that job seekers that say that employer ratings and reviews are influential in deciding where to work. And again, just to reiterate, that reputation, your employer brand, is an essential piece of your long-term recruiting strategy in addition to just your employer branding strategy. And what we've really seen at Glassdoor is that those two pieces, really do make that complete decision for that consumer. So not only is it just getting those jobs out there nowadays, It's also getting your story out there and message and culture on platforms like Glassdoor and what we do for employers. And so a lot of employers, a lot of clients of ours, and just a lot of organizations in general come to us and ask us for guidance on, how to encourage current employees to tell the story of your reputation and culture the way that you'd like them to. And here are some tips that we've seen as best practices from current clients, from industry best practices that we've learned. The first and foremost is give them a voice. Let them know that their opinion matters, just as much as the corporate view and the corporate opinion of your organization. Give them the opportunities for growth. Let them know that there are career paths and places to go within your organization. Use an individual who's grown up that corporate ladder as an example for what what future consumers and current employees can do for your organization. One thing that we always practice here, and I know I've done this with people who get in the elevator and ask them to give me their pitch on Glassdoor, you want your current employees to know your organization in and out, be able to talk to an individual that they bump into on the street about what your organization is and giving them a snapshot. So testing them on that, encouraging them to speak about their organization, their company confidently is a really important piece. And the last two pieces are really about promoting and rewarding your employees. Promoting and rewarding your employees will give them that confidence in their own abilities and give them a better sense of work-life balance, probably make them more inclined to utilize platforms like Glassdoor to talk about the positive experiences they've had with your organization, to tell their part of the story. And by focusing on your current employee pool, along with your employer branding and reputation initiatives, marrying those two together will ultimately yield a stronger brand for your organization that consumers can see when they come on Glassdoor. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Sue to get started about her organization and how they've really used Glassdoor and other platforms to improve their reputation. Sue, take it away.
Good morning. Thank you, Kelly and Shay. Appreciate the introduction and the time with Glassdoor and for a chance for us to share our transformation and our journey as we transformed not only our image and brand on Glassdoor, but as we transformed our company from the inside out. So about Saba, just a few minutes about Saba. We are a cloud-based intelligent management solution software company. We help hire, develop, engage, and inspire. We have a cloud solution. We are Saba Cloud Platform. We really do everything from intelligent data analytics. We have our tools on mobile devices. We can do everything from recruiting to onboarding to machine learning platforms to evaluate performance, compensation, succession planning. We are a global, reliable, extensible, adaptive, and trusted company. We have 2,200 customers worldwide. Q1 of fiscal 15, we had 84% growth of new cloud bookings alone. Fantastic results, and our company is really striving. Some of our customers are here, and here are the many logos that we are very, very proud of. We are in every vertical from financial services to life sciences to high tech, automotive and manufacturing, retail, hospitality, the public sector, and energy and natural resources. Again, very, very proud of all the customers that we support, 2,200 organizations, 31 million users, and 13 million cloud subscribers to date, and we are not done. So how do we go ahead and upgrade our brand to attract top talent? When I first joined Saba, which was in March of 2013, that same day I joined Saba was the same day that our COO was promoted to CEO. So we had a new leadership change. We transformed not only the business, we went from multiple delivery options from products to just one cloud, to one solution, which was their cloud product. We focused our energy there. So March 2013, the transformation really began with the new CEO, the new leadership. We had the same people. What had changed? We looked at ourselves. We held ourselves accountable. We learned from our mistakes. We discovered the leaders within. With our new CEO at the helm, we transformed from a silo environment to a collaborative one. As we looked inside ourselves, we found we had silo redundancies without a lot of accountability and collaboration process or empowerment. Sean challenged the employees to be part of the solution by empowering employees and being transparent in his leadership style. The CEO led by example. He was transparent, authentic, and empowered his team and developed trust. We used our own products here at Saba, which was easy, made it easy for us to gauge our employee sentiment and feedback. So Saba Social is like Facebook for work. It's a very powerful tool. It's not only an internal intranet. It's truly Facebook at work. It's Saba Social. It's a great way to share blogs, webinars, and other stories. So that was so easy to see our employee sentiment and feedback. And what we found was the 4 A's were so critical and vital to our transformation. We really needed authentic, agile, accountable, and authentic feedback throughout the organization. And how did that translate? We translated it to Glassdoor. So what did we do to change our reputation? You know, we went from having very low scores, 1.8 when I joined, up to where we are today, which I'll get to at the end. But what did we do to change? Our previous engagement initiatives, the feedback that I saw when I first joined Saba was almost dismal. It was very disappointing. I was trying to figure out how do we get candidates interested in our company. How come there was negative reviews? And those negative reviews were really people that had bad sushi, such as somebody when they have bad sushi and they report a restaurant in Yelp. We were seeing people writing emotional, reactionary responses versus providing professional, authentic feedback. So what do? We had our employees be our brand advocates. We enlisted professional feedback versus emotional, reactionary feedback. The importance of representatives on Glassdoor. Why was it important to tell our story? Not only is it important to tell our story, to share how we felt about being part of the organization, but really to showcase to our customers, our candidates, our prospects, our board members, our analysts, and financial investors, what was Saba up to, what were we doing, and what was our story. We really advocated our employees to be authentic and share our brand. So as you can see here, this is one of our reviews, and it was very authentic feedback. We had really, before I go on to the next slide, Gina Cruz and Sean Farshi were tremendous in this transformation. Sean championed this, Gina championed this, and through their leadership and executive management styles, they were easily able to rally the troops behind me to help me get support. Not only were we presenting this in new hire orientations, we were presenting this in every all hands. We were following up employees, whether they were leaving on an exit interview or they were coming in the door. We really wanted to hear from everyone how they felt, what their sentiment was, and make sure that everyone was sharing their story and being a brand advocate. Some of the other engagement initiatives that we enlisted were transparency in the organization, not only internally but externally. As you can see, some of our professionals share their salaries and they share their opinions on Glassdoor. It's always refreshing to me as an HR professional, as well as I'm sure Gina would attest to, that we pay within market. We know we enlist in Radford. We know we look at compensation studies to make sure we benchmark our salaries, that we are paying best pay practices. And as you can see here, by some of the transparency, we show that we are in the midpoint of the salaries of the market. So this is very validating to me. Some of the other engagement initiatives we did were trust and collaboration. With Sean's internal executive sponsorship, he really made sure that he asked for transparent, authentic feedback. Sean led by example. He didn't force his leadership style. At Saba, leadership comes from action, not by title. We inspire and motivate others. We drive results, and we collaborate and build teamwork. We solve problems, and we display intensity and integrity at all times. So really developing trust was something Sean didn't demand or do. He led by example, and through that, and through his leadership style, he really got the trust of not only our leaders, but every single employee in this company. I feel truly values and trusts Sean, and as a result, you can see those feedback and those stories that it was showcasing on Saba and on Glassdoor. So some of our other engagement, we wanted authentic feedback. We didn't say, say Saba is the best place. We asked for professional feedback. We said, if you have a problem like your printer's not working, we expect you to escalate it to IT, and if you're not getting the results you need, escalate it within the company. It's not really a vehicle to go put a Glassdoor, but what we're looking for is, how do you feel about Saba? What are the pros? What are the cons? Be honest, be authentic. So as you can see here by one of our reviews, we have some pros and we have some cons. What do? We quickly take action to our cons. We take the feedback seriously and we move quickly to see how we can identify, are there themes, are there areas for us for opportunities to continue to improve it as an organization and as a company. Some of our best practices around responding to reviews and building trust. Everybody on our HR team, especially Gina Cruz and myself, we respond quickly. 5 key tips that we do is we respond quickly to show we care, because we do care. So if you've taken the time to put out a review, you will receive a response to us, whether it's positive or negative, you will receive a response. Saying thank you, make sure we want to show our employees that we are listening. We want to not only show our employees, but we want to show our candidates and anybody that's giving us feedback on Glassdoor. Negative reviews provide us an opportunity for authenticity. It provides us for a call to action, and it's much more meaningful than any employee engagement survey that you can ever have. We also set expectations up front by being authentic, by showcasing that we are transparent, that we are being authentic, that we're trying to do the best that we can as a company, as a team. We also make sure that we acknowledge the positive, so we're not just only acknowledging the negative reviews, but we are acknowledging the time that people have put in, the energy to showcase what it's like to be an employee at Saba. Together we win, and I really believe that. You know, I think when I was a kid I played softball, and together, team meant together everyone achieves more. I'm really feeling that symbolic energy, that team atmosphere here at Saba. Again, going back from when I first joined, where it felt like a very siloed organization, to today, which is a very collaborative team environment. It's a really nice, positive change. Some of the external initiatives that we took were making sure that we had awareness, not only internally in the company, but externally. We were showcasing to our customers, our prospects, our candidates, our board members, our analysts, our financial investors. We really want to show them what we're up to and what we can do. Part of that also made us enlist in looking at Glassdoor's job ads. The reason I did this, I run talent acquisition for the company, was really to get awareness around the opportunities and positions that we had available at Saba. As you can see, by using job ads, we're also able to capture some of our feedback. How was our interview experience? How hard was it to get an interview? And what was our interview difficulty? As you can see, our interview experience, it's doing well, but I think it can do better, and we will continue to strive to be better. Getting an interview, I'm very pleased to see, and this is also an attribute to our Recruiting at Work product, that really it helps us with our analytics and bringing the best talent to the top. So people that are applying online, we're quickly getting those resumes that are relevant, have the right qualifications, and meet the minimum requirements in front of our hiring managers as quickly as possible. So as you can see, 38% of people that applied online got an interview here at Saba. 25% of those people applying were employee referrals, and the campus recruiting was 9%. Our interview difficulty, again, was a measure of how hard is it to interview at Saba, how easy. We definitely don't want to be hard. We don't want to be giving the algorithm test, but we want to make sure we are truly benchmarking and assessing candidates to make sure that they meet the qualifications needed to succeed here at Saba. So I'm happy to see that we are somewhere in the middle, which is great. Our external initiatives, again, it was developing best practices and partnering with Glassdoor, who has been a tremendous partner with me and with our HR team here at Saba to make sure that we're showcasing, we're evaluating our company properly, and we signed up for Open Company to make sure that we're distinguishing our brand, that we're appealing to high-quality candidates, that we're increasing our influence, that where candidates might not have been aware of Saba, if they go and look at our story today, they will get a really good view of what it is like to work for Saba and what are the opportunities, rewards, and recognition and successes we've had at Saba. We also learn best practices on employee branding engagement, and we share those practices back with our employees and our customers. We'll also streamline our recruitment process with a better application to hire ratio. Again, that's a tribute to Glassdoor as well as a big attribute to our Recruiting at Work product. Other external initiatives we did were, again, displaying our job ads to show the opportunities within Saba, showing really what it's like with our people by showing pictures of events, opportunities we've done, marketplaces, whether it's blogs, whether it's webinars. We really want to showcase not only the job ads, but what is it like to work at Saba and what does it mean to be an employee. We continue to focus our external initiatives on social media by sharing videos, blogs, thought leadership, presenting at conferences, presenting at webinars, really showcasing our story, what our products are, some of the different things that we've done and awards that we've won. As you can see, we won 2014 Chief Learning Officer Learning and Best Practice Awards. We were a finalist there. We won the Golden Bridge Award in 2014. Here's just a global corporate challenge that we participate in. So we not only work hard, we play hard, and we really strive hard for that work-life balance. Again, together, if we collaboratively work together and pull together, we win. So where do our CEO ratings go? As you can see here, in January 2014, 50.7%, or I'm sorry, actually 51%, rated the CEO that they would recommend the CEO. Today we're up to 94% approval rating of our CEO, and that's not just by people promoting us internally. That's by doing. That's by Sean's leadership style. That's by him developing trust, collaboration, and empowering his people and empowering the employees. The employees are a true success story, and we know that they are the best in the industry and that they are really showcasing us as a company. Our company ratings went from 2.8 to 4.1. Again, another testament of how we've transformed as a company, not just on Glassdoor, but we've really transformed as a company. We've had a new brand logo, and talking to our Chief Marketing Officer, Emily, she and her team recently developed and rebranded our logo. That came from the employees' passion. We didn't really put effort into creating a brand, but it was more about the passion from within and the employees wanting a new brand, wanting to showcase we're a new Saba. We transformed the company. So again, branding came from a passion from us building on the passion of the employees versus building on a product. Today, as you can see, we have 246 reviews, we have 161 salaries, and we have 22 interview feedback. 78 jobs are currently posted. We are going to keep striving to get more and having more people go ahead and share their stories and successes here at Saba. With the job ads, with our awareness, with our blogs, with all our external initiatives, our profile page have increased almost 6,000 in just 1 month alone. What are the results that this helped? Not only as we looked at transforming our brand and transforming our image on Glassdoor, we transformed our workplace. That came from Sean and the leadership team here at Saba. We now, as a result of everyone rallying and working together and collaborating on projects, we have a unified workforce. Our communication is better. We have more brand and candidate awareness. Our prospects are happier. Our happy employees equal happy customers. Our customer focus is #1 for this company. This has also had a financial impact on us as a business. Not only have this helped us with prospects who were, maybe on the fence of going with us or a potential competitor. They went with us because of our products being strong, but our people being even stronger. This helped them by looking at our Glassdoor and saying, what have you guys done? All the employees are so happy at Saba. What are you guys doing? We've had so much attention from analysts, from financial investors, from our board members, from prospects, from customers. It's really nice to showcase how much and how hard we've worked as a company to really be collaborative, to be authentic, to be accountable, to be analytical, and to be agile. It's definitely our time. We know we have to continue to improve, but right now our ratings are 88% would recommend to a friend. Our CEO approval is at 94%, which is fantastic. Our positive business outlook could not be better. It's 83%. Our overall rating, as you can see, is 4.1, and every one of these, we're almost at a 4 or above, which is great. We still have to work on things. We're not done yet. It's our time. Together we can achieve more. So again, where did our recommend to a friend go? As you can see, it was very low to going very high. Most now, everybody would recommend to a friend. Again, just some of our ratings. So again, we're authentic, we're accountable, we're analytical, we're agile. Together there's so much more to come. It's been a fantastic journey, and it was hard to tell this story in 30 minutes, but I really appreciate your time. And if anybody has questions on best practices, how we help transform the company, and just remember, we didn't really transform our people. A lot of the people at our company have been here a long time and have contributed a lot. That journey is going to continue, but the changes really came from our leadership, from developing that collaboration, that trust, and empowering our team. Our people are our #1 asset, and as you can see, we really care about our people. We are authentic, we do trust people, and we want to make sure that we are the best employer in the Bay Area, if not the world, to work for. So we have our work cut out for us. We're going to continue to work hard to make sure our employees feel valued, to continue our recognition and rewards programs. We've developed some great tools through our own products, as well as showcasing our employees and saying thank you and giving back and making sure that people have work-life balance. It's a fantastic opportunity. The amount of customers in every vertical is a testament to our products and our people. Really great products and people, and I thank you. I'll open this up for questions now, and I'll turn the mic back to Shay.
Perfect. Thanks, Sue. Yep, we got a ton of questions for you, actually. We have a couple of questions about how you went about asking your employees to join the conversation on Glassdoor. Did you reach out to them? How did you kind of get them fired up and motivated to join the conversation and leave reviews on Glassdoor?
So for me, it was about awareness. It was Gina Cruz, myself, and Sean Farshi. We really led the employees in saying, why is Glassdoor important? You know, really, we want you to be professional and be authentic and go out there and say how you feel. What we've seen on there in the past was that reactionary emotional feedback. So I think that was before I got here and before Sean took over as a leader or as CEO. I don't think there was awareness about what the importance of Glassdoor was and what the importance of being a brand advocate was, and really showcasing and sharing our stories. So I think just building that awareness by mentioning it in all hands, by doing some employee engagement around it, where we would send some emails, we would talk to new hires about it, we would follow up with new hires that had been here, you know, not 30 days, 90 days, 6 months. We'd follow up with employees. Even at exit interviews, we were asking people, they were saying, you know, I really love Saba, but I've been here 10 years and it's just really time for me to take another journey. We'd understand that, we'd appreciate and support that, and as they were giving us good feedback on the way out, we're like, if you have anything you want to share on Glassdoor, feel free. It doesn't have to be positive, it has to be authentic, and we're asking you to do that. So I think just making awareness and getting out there really helped us.
Great. How has your hiring process changed as a direct result from this journey and transformation that you've been on, increasing your presence on Glassdoor?
So yeah, again, it's about what is our story? What are we up to? What do we like to work for an employee as an employer? Before, you know, we would just have job postings on our website, not really everywhere. This gives people, because when they want to decide whether they want to work for a company or interview at a company, they're going to look at the Glassdoor rating. As they hear about us, they're going to look there and they're going to see about the journey, about the buzz, about what's going on at Saba, about the passion and energy our employees are feeling and showcasing. As they read up on these blogs and attend webinars and they look into Glassdoor, this gives them a vehicle to see the opportunities that we have within Saba. And with all this buzz, we've had customers coming to us and saying, I want to leave my employer and come to you. We're very careful not to poach from our customers, and we don't. But as we get out there and we do client summit, as we showcase and we're at other events, people are coming up and saying, wow, I hear a lot of great positive buzz about Saba. We really want to work there. So Glassdoor was another avenue for us to showcase awareness and make sure that candidates knew about the opportunities. That also correlates to them checking, applying online, and us quickly identifying, you know, the best fit for the company and the best qualifications and quickly getting them in front of the hiring managers. So I think that was the way it helped us the best.
Awesome. And with that, you guys, we're actually out of time. I see a ton of questions coming in, though, but make sure you keep putting them in. We will follow up with you. One common question was if you will receive the recording and the slides. Absolutely. You will get those materials as soon as we can package them up and send them your way. Another question, what is the best way to get started on Glassdoor? In that follow-up email containing those materials, you'll receive a link to a free employer account, and that's how most of our clients really start out. They get a free basic account on Glassdoor, kind of see how it goes, and then decide to become a client after that. So make sure you sign up for that free employer account. And with that, we are out of time. Thank you so much to Sue and Kelly. We hope you guys